Good morning, Year 2, and welcome to Thursday's literacy session. Today, we are going to be changing the story of Pandora's box to, fingers crossed, make it a little bit happier, a bit of a happier ending for everybody. So, we're going to be planning the changes. We're not doing a full big plan, we're doing a table today, which has got 3 sections, and we're going to be thinking about how we are going to change the story. So, let's get cracking. First of all, let me get my screen all sorted and let's see what we're getting up to. So we're going to recap the spelling rule, and you've got a missing grapheme challenge today. Have you used the correct spelling? Then we're going to discuss the things that could be changed in the story, and then we're going to make a new plan. Okay. These are all the things that you need for today. What I have said is to have maybe a blank piece of paper. It doesn't matter too much, but it might be easier to draw your table on there. Okay. So you're going to need a pencil, piece of paper, your whiteboard, pen, and most importantly, that literacy brain turned on, please. So let's just check back on that rule again. It's the N sound, and it's spelled as a KN and sometimes spelled as a GN. And unfortunately, there's no rule. We just have to know that, oh, if I'm spelling that word knee, I need to remember it has a K at the very start. Right then, so this one's a bit of a challenge today because you need to have a look over here. I've got the endings of all the words, but unfortunately I have not got the start for you. I have got rid of the first 2 letters, those graphemes. So you need to decide whether it's going to be a KN or a GN. So by looking at that last, so for example, let's have a look at this one. It's the E sound. It's going to be E, knee. Oh, how do we spell knee? Is it with a KN or is it with a GN? Maybe if everyone gets started on knee, then they might know which one it is. So again, have a look at the last few letters. So this one is at. So it's going to be at. At. If I blend that together, gnat. Oh, I remember what a gnat is. I remember it's one of those little tiny little flies that buzz around. It's a special type of insect, a gnat. Is that a KN or a GN? You need to decide for me. So I'm just going to show you the chilies because there's going to be a little chili challenge for this one. So if you are doing a 1 chili challenge, I'd like you to do 4 of those words, please. If you are doing a 2 chili challenge, I'd like you to do 6 of them. And I'd also like you to put 2 of the words into 2 sentences. So down the bottom, underneath the bumblebee, it says, well done. Now using the words above, please fill in the blanks for the sentences below. So if you're doing a 2 chili challenge, I'd like you to do sentences 1 and 2 on that one, please. There was a something on the door, and I hurt my something when I fell. So think about which word is going to fill that gap. And if you're doing the 3 chili challenge, I'd like you to do all the words and all the sentences. You're going to do this on your whiteboard, everybody. So you're going to get your whiteboard out now. And not too long to do this, please. It's just our starter. So see how many words you can get done. Wonder what chili challenge you are going to be getting on with today. Off you go. Give me a pause and I'll see you in a second. Okay, right, how did everyone get on? I hope you have got a whiteboard that is filled with those words. Now then, we are going to move away from that now, and we're going to start thinking about our story, Pandora's Box, again. So yesterday, you did a super job of rewriting the story for me. We made no changes, and you just remembered all the things that you had learned on Monday and Tuesday. So big well done, big pat on the shoulder. Now, today, we are going to make some changes to the story to hopefully make it a little bit of a happier ending. And these are 3 things that we're going to change today. So the first thing we're going to change is, why did Zeus give Pandora a box? So have a think. So he gave Pandora a box this time in our story that we know really well, because the brothers had been annoying him and he wanted to give it to her as revenge so that she would set all the bad things free into the world. So that was actually quite mean of Zeus, wasn't it? He knew that Pandora was going to open it and set all the bad things free. But this time, maybe could Zeus give her a box because she's kind? because she helps other people, or because she's been behaving really well, she deserves a gift. So have a think, why could Zeus give her a box this time? Now, another change we're going to make is what actually is inside the box. Okay, now it could be something that we can touch and we can see, like it could be gold, for example, or it could be flowers, it could be lovely things like that, or it could be something that's quite special as well. I think something like kindness, and maybe kindness could go and latch on to every human in the world. Okay, so like that, it sets a feeling free onto everybody else. And maybe Zeus wants to share the kindness with the world that Pandora does. I don't know, it's completely up to you. And then the last one is, how does that escaping change the world? So, for example, if you had money inside the box, okay, and then every person in the world got a little bit of money, well, that would mean there'd be no more poor people and no more people that couldn't afford to eat or drink. So that would be a really good thing. So you need to think about what's inside, okay, and how does it escaping change the world? If everyone was kind, then hopefully we wouldn't have any more bad people in the world. Okay, so I've put some examples on my plan just to help you out, because this can be a little bit tricky today. It's going to be a little bit of a different story, but hopefully it's going to have a much happier ending, which will be good. So I have thought about some different ideas here. So it might be good if you pause the screen and you have a good read of them. I'm going to read them out loud as well, though. So why did Zeus give Pandora a box? Well, I've said that he's still given it to her as a gift. And I've given these reasons. They've got a little line in between them to show you that it's a new reason. So she was a kind friend. She looked after someone. She asked for a present. She might just ask the gods for a present. She needed looking after, or we could go along that line again where she's been naughty. It's up to you. And then what's inside the box? So I've said we could have a feeling like kindness. We could have a feeling like happiness. That would be a really lovely one, for the happiness to flow out into the world and for every human to always feel happiness. That would be lovely. We could have nature and flowers, so people could start appreciating the things that are around them in our beautiful world. There could be money for the poor, or food. And then you're going to think about, how does that coming out of the box change the entire world? So obviously in the story, Pandora let all the sad things out, which means that some people get to feel sad sometimes. But luckily for us, we had that lovely butterfly of hope that came after the sadness, which means we always feel better. So I've put some ideas here, which are: the people of the world were happier, they were not starving, they were not poor, and they appreciated the natural beauty. Okay, so just have a really good think now. And what I want you to do then, okay, is just pause me and think about those 3 questions. What do you think you're going to do? Don't write anything down yet, just have a pause and let's have a think. Let's have 30 seconds think time. So pause me and I'll see you in 30 seconds. Right, how did everybody get on? Has everybody at least got the first one sorted, where they've thought about, why did Zeus make a box for Pandora? What was so good about Pandora? What did she do? So what we're going to do now is we're going to get our blank piece of paper or our lined bit of paper, and we're going to copy the table in. So you're probably going to need a ruler, okay, and you're probably going to need a pencil to make it nice and neat. So the things that you need to write is, hopefully you can see my mouse, changes to the story, and then you need to write, why did Zeus give Pandora a box, what's inside the box, and how does escaping change the world. Don't worry about writing this, Miss Booth's ideas to help you, because that's mine, okay? But you're going to write those 4 things down and you're going to draw your table now, okay? So pause me and let's get cracking. Right, well done everybody. I hope you've all drawn your table. Don't worry about filling it in yet. We're going to fill it in just a second. So let's think about that first one then. Why did Zeus give Pandora a box? What had she done that made her deserve a box? Okay, have a think. Maybe was she being kind to someone? Did she really look after someone that needed help? Or, okay, had Zeus been watching her and Zeus was thinking, oh, Pandora is a lovely person. She deserves a lovely gift. Okay, so have a think. Why did Zeus give Pandora a box this time? Is it going to be similar to the story where actually the 2 brothers were still being naughty and Pandora was created to punish them? Have a think. Okay, and I want you to pause me again so we can fill that box in. Okay, everyone, right, hopefully you filled that box in, then we're going to get on the next one. So now you need to think about what's going to escape from the box. Okay, think about it. It's going to come as a big mist, and it's going to come out of the box, and it's going to go on to every human in the world. So what do you think would be lovely for every single human in the world to feel or to have? It's completely up to you. Okay, have a good thing. I've thought of things like feelings like kindness and happiness, okay, which I thought might be lovely. If everybody felt happy, we would have a really lovely, happy world, wouldn't we? Or if everyone was super kind to one another all the time, then again, we'd have a super happy world. So have a good think. What is going to be inside that box? What is going to go to every single human in the world? Okay, pause me now. I want you to write your answer in. Right, okay then, so we've just got the last box to do, and then we're done for today, which is a nice speedy one today. So this is one where you're going to really need to think. How does that escaping from the box change the world? So we know the first one, when we're back in the original Pandora's box, okay, Zeus wanted everyone to feel sadness, which is why he put sadness and bad things in the box, because the brothers had been annoying him and he wanted revenge on them. He wanted them to feel sad and to feel rubbish. That's why Zeus did it for the first one. So if something's going to escape out of the box again, how is that going to change the world? Okay, have a think. Maybe you could do something maybe where you're thinking about animals or climate change, and people are going to become aware of how we need to look after our planet, something like that. Have a think. People are going to be happier, people are going to be kinder to one another, people are going to look after each other more. So have a good think. What would make you really happy if something came out of the box? What happy thing would you like to come out of the box? You want to make it a bit of a happier ending for Pandora. So I want you to have a good think, write your sentence down for me and pause me. Right, that is actually us done now for today. Nice planning lesson. So not too much writing to do today. You're going to need your writing brains on for tomorrow, because that's our actual story time again, where we're going to start writing our story. So tomorrow we'll be writing the story and changing parts along the way. We're going to need to change a few bits and bobs to make it all make sense. Okay, so make sure you've got your writing brains turned on, ready for Friday's session. You've done a really good job today. Well done, everybody. And there's no reading session today as it's Thursday, so I want you to please go on Oxford Owl for me, or look at our Read Write Ink session that is on YouTube. Have a look at those common exception words too if you can. Right, everyone, well, I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care. See you later. Bye.